Dogs and wheelchairs, right? I just recorded a TikTok video about this, which is what gave me the idea to do it. Because, like, on the way up to coming to Yggdrasil to record, doing things with the camera. Yeah, basically, on my way up here to record, I had a couple of dogs, right, that were happy as usual. Leaves have fallen on my head. Yeah, a couple of dogs were like just going about the day, going on a walk or something, and then they stopped. When they saw me, they just stopped dead in their track, looked at me in an aggressive way for a dog. You know, like you can just tell if they're looking aggressive, or apparently I can't. Apparently, and then they barked a little bit, and then they ran up to me, and then I thought, oh shit, I'm gonna have to punch a dog. Don't actually punch dogs, by the way. That is a joke. But like, I was thinking, oh shit, like, what do you do in that situation? Like, it's something that happens a lot in the wheelchair. You know, dogs will see me either be terrified of it and just like hide behind their owner, or they'll be super excited and come up and jump up to me and be happy, you know, wagging tail and stuff. Um, and the owners are always really apologetic when that happens. They'll like either be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that happened," and then like apologize. That's what apologizing is. Um, but like that's usually the case. Um, Although I quite like it, you know, I don't mind dogs coming up and saying hi. I don't mind getting muddy for it either, as long as they're friendly and okay with me petting them. I am happy to fuss the puppy. But then there's the dogs that see you, and they don't like the wheelchair or the racing wheelchair. This happens a lot in the racing chair as well. But they'll see me, stop for a second, and stare at me, contemplating, like, do I attack this motherfucker? And then I have them bark at me a little bit, and that's when I start to get a little bit nervous and start thinking about what I'm going to do. Because I don't know what I'd do if a dog attacked me. Like, if I was just out and about and someone's dog came up to attack me and, like, jumped up at me and started trying to bite me, I don't know what I'd do because I wouldn't want to hurt the dog. But also, it's a case of I don't want to be eaten by a dog. So, like, I've always been told, and this is probably the same with just everyone in general, is curl up into like a ball on the floor, like cover your head and stuff. I'll show a clip. So I moved my camera and got on Yggdrasil again just to show you guys. But basically, this is how, like, I think most people are taught to deal with dog attacks, is just to like curl down as much as you can, and, like, cover your head and ears and stuff. But obviously, if you're in a wheelchair, you might not be able to do that, and also it's a bit awkward to do in general. Like it's also like climb trees as well. You know, I'm in a forest at the moment. Climb something, get high, get away from the dog. But I feel like that isn't going to do much. So I'm gonna get in the wheelchair and show you what else you can do. But like in the wheelchair, that's kind of hard to do. You can like kind of duck under, but it's leaving a lot of open gaps. Again, I'll show a clip of it after recording this section. So this is like about the average height for a dog, maybe a little bit taller. But like doing that isn't gonna do much. You know, there's a lot of places it can go. Like, especially when you're in this position, like that bit there is really open. And if you're covering that bit, then you've got the sides, you know, the sides of the face. So, like, other than getting all the way in like that, there's not really much you can do. And it's one of those awkward situations where there's just nothing. But yeah, let's go back to the actual video. But like, what do you do when you can't get out of your chair? Like, for like people with worse injury than me, you know, tetraplegics, Like, that must be terrifying. I know people are usually with you, but like, I know a lot of tetras that are very independent, and like people with incomplete quadriplegic injuries and can use their hands basically, but I don't know what they would do. In fairness, I don't even know what I'd do. Like, it's just one of those where you're left in an awkward situation because I know a lot of dogs are friendly, a lot of dogs are just curious or scared or understandable. Whenever I see a dog, I always slow down when I'm going past it. A bit like what you should do with a horse. If you're driving a car and you know that if you're going past a horse, you slow down so it doesn't get scared. And that's basically what I do with dogs and any animals that I can. Obviously, some I don't because they seem pretty happy and don't really care about the chair. Um, but the ones that either look a little bit nervous or like a little bit unsure of the chair, then I do, stop a little bit or like let them go past or whatever. And the leaves are falling again. But it's just like, I want to know a couple of things. Like, as a dog owner, because I always get told, oh no, it's fine, he's only going to bark. But like, when a dog owner says, like, oh no, he's fine, he's just going to bark, he's not actually going to do anything, he's really friendly. Like, how do you know that? Do you know your dog that well? Like, it's not like I am doubting your relationship with your dog, but I am doubting what they would do. Because, like, every dog is very different from each other. Every, like, meeting is different from each other. There is no 100% way to guarantee that their dog is going to attack me, even if it's the friendliest dog in the world. And that's the same with everyone, like every person, every person that a dog meets, it may be different with. I don't see how you know your dog that well. Like, especially when they are in that kind of mood. Like, I don't know. It's whenever a dog owner says that, oh yeah, they're just gonna bark, I never really feel like it's done that much. Like, I know a lot of dog owners, I've seen them do it whenever they see the wheelchair coming, they put their dog on a lead. I don't know if that's because they would do anything, but most of the time they are really like chill with it. They don't bark or growl or do anything like for the dogs that are put on a lead. But the ones that aren't, they're usually the ones that like have an issue with me in the chair. And then they're also the ones that the owners just don't seem to care. Now, I know that probably isn't the case, and the owners do know their dogs quite well. Like, I think I would trust my dogs, but I don't know. It's kind of hypocritical for me to say that, considering that I would probably do the same, but I would also probably keep the dog on a lead. So, I don't know. It's an awkward thing. Like, I don't want to say like, oh, you don't know your dog well enough, but also I don't know your dog well enough. You saying that it's not gonna attack me doesn't bring me that much confidence. I don't know. So first off, like, what would you do as a dog owner if your dog attacked someone in a wheelchair? Like, or attacked anyone for that matter, like just anyone in general? Because like, I guess in a normal situation, the person has like a lot more that they can do. They can go up somewhere high or, you know, use their legs and keep the dog away. But like in a wheelchair, there's a lot less that you can do. I know a lot of people wouldn't be able to climb a tree or, like defend themselves against a dog. But also, if you was in a wheelchair and a dog started to attack you, like, what would you do? So for me personally, I would just try and hold it back and wait for the owner to come and do something. I wouldn't like. I would always try to not do anything to the dog, you know. But also from like a wheelchair's perspective, like, what do you do if you're being attacked by a dog? Like, if I was in my wheelchair and a dog started to attack me and like push me out of my chair or was attacking me while in my chair, like, I don't know what I would do. Like, I don't really know what I would do if the dog was attacking me, like, because I have a, like, no hitting the dog rule, but also, like, the dog is trying to kill me, so, like, what is the situation with that? I would probably just push it as hard as I could off of me, and then if it continues, just keep on doing it until the owner does something. But it's just one of those situations where you just don't know. Like, obviously, a lot of dogs are good. I haven't been attacked by any yet. I've been chased by a couple, but it's usually just barking at me and chasing me. And then, like, even if it catches up, it doesn't do anything. It's just like, kind of like herding sheep. I am sheep. But yeah, it's an awkward conversation, to be honest, and one that I don't know the answer to. But it's also one that I think should be talked about. So yeah, that is pretty much all I have to say on this topic. If you enjoyed this video for some reason, then let me know. Obviously, I haven't been attacked. I don't know people that have, but for anyone that has, like, share your experiences if you feel comfortable. You know, it's like I don't know what the situation would be like. So yeah, please share your experiences. If you learned something from this video, like, it was pretty much just me asking a bunch of questions, but if you did, leave a like, subscribe, all of that usual stuff. And yeah, that'll be an end of today's video.